It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
So you're probably thinking, Gia, seriously, it hasn't even been Halloween yet and you're already talking about Christmas? Well, let me give you a little reality check. Christmas is 71 days away as of the day this video is posted. That's 2.5 months, that's 10 weekends, okay? Because I really have to value my time in weekends since I'm a working mom. That's 10 weekends to get everything you need done by Christmas time, okay? But first, hi, if this is your first time watching me, my name is Gia and I post a financial related video every Friday, as well as several different working mommy, Costco hauls, organizing videos throughout the week. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe down below. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. But for those who are subscribed, welcome back. So yes, today I'm talking about Christmas, how we're going to prepare ourselves mentally and financially for Christmas. Because I think a lot of times people really just focus on the money part and spending money for Christmas, but you actually have to really prepare your mind for Christmas time so that you can stay on the right financial freedom path, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about preparing ourselves financially and mentally and how to have a debt-free Christmas. So let's talk about Christmas in general. I'm a Christmas person. I love Christmas. I love celebrating Christmas and celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. And so I like to really decorate my home, and my kids really get into it because they're at an age right now where it's like all about Christmas, and I try to instill in them my values and what Christmas really truly means. But I know a lot of times Christmas can be a sad time for people, especially if you like lost a loved one. I know for us last year, it was my first holiday without my aunt. I lost my aunt in July of 2015, and she was like a parent to me. I mean, she helped raise me along with my parents, and it got kind of sad during the holidays because last year was our first Christmas and Thanksgiving without celebrating with her. So I know that sometimes it can be sad. I mean, I definitely don't let it, overpower the holiday season, because again, just seeing my girls literally light up with the idea of elves on the shelf, and just with us giving and seeing the decorations and Santa Claus and like that, it's such a special and pure time in children's lives, and you only get a short period of time to really celebrate like that with small children. So I definitely get into it, and I really cherish every moment that I have during the holidays. But we do have to prepare ourselves mentally. And the first thing that we need to do to prepare ourselves mentally is to have the right mindset. And what I'm talking about is the money mindset, okay? You can't deter off of our plan. You cannot deter off of your debt repayment plan, off of your financial freedom plan, about what your financial principles are. And I've been talking about financial principles quite a bit in these last couple of Debt-Free Friday videos. I actually posted a video earlier this year. You can click this box here, and I will also insert a card. And it was about, what does financial freedom mean to you? And in that video, I explained what it means to me. And I think it's important to constantly remind yourself of that meaning. And it's important to remember that money is just a tool. Don't give it power in valuing who you are as a person, because that should be the last thing on your mind when it comes to valuing yourself and what you mean to the world. Money is the last thing on that list. So having the proper money mindset is so important. Remember, money is just a tool. Don't give it any power. The second thing with preparing ourselves mentally is that companies spend millions. I mean, they probably spend more money in this last quarter of the year, these last 3 months of the year, than all of the previous 3 quarters combined, just in advertising to get you to spend your money, to get you out in those stores, to get you shopping and just buying stuff that you really don't even need, And it's important that you know, you realize what's going on, because it's, you know, these marketers and these advertisements and these commercials and billboards and social media. I mean, they all play a part in getting you to get out of the house and spend your hard-earned money. That's why it's important to have a plan and to stay on that plan when it comes to your finances during the holiday season. And the third thing I want to say is to definitely fight against the urge to get a credit card, to get a credit card and to get into debt to get through the holidays. That urge to just buy stuff that you really don't need. Really ask yourself, do I need this item, you know? And even if you're shopping for other people, it's important to put a limit on yourself. I know giving, I love giving as a person, and some of you may as well. And you have to limit yourself when it comes to giving as well, because, you know, as long as you stay on your plan, you will be fine, okay? But definitely fight that urge against temptation to fall off of the financial bandwagon. As a matter of fact, I posted a video about that a few weeks ago, falling off the financial bandwagon and what to do. You can click this box here if you haven't seen it, and I will also insert a card. But you definitely don't want to fall off the financial bandwagon during the holiday season, because trust me, after the holidays are over, it is hard to get yourself back up or to get yourself out of that hole. I have lots of videos coming up about that. So let's talk about preparing ourselves financially. First of all, if you haven't started saving for Christmas, you need to save starting right now. As a matter of fact, a couple of months ago, I was in a collaboration and I posted a video called Christmas in July, preparing yourself for Christmas. You can click this box here and I will also insert a card. But basically in that video, I have a Christmas in July spreadsheet that shows you how to set up a budget for each person at Christmas time and how much you're gonna have to save to get there starting in July. Obviously, July's passed and we're now in October, but you can definitely start in October and you have those 3 months to save for Christmas now. So definitely wanna download that spreadsheet. You can download it for free. I will have a link for that down below. All you have to do is enter your name and email address, and I will send you a copy of that spreadsheet. But it's really, really helpful. If you have not started planning or saving for Christmas right now, you have got to save something, okay? If you celebrate Christmas and you plan on giving gifts, I know some people who are really heavy into their financial freedom journey and heavy into paying and getting out of debt. Some people don't give gifts during the holiday season, and if that's you, I completely understand. For me and my husband, when we were working our way out of debt, we still gave during Christmas because it was just something that was important to us. And, you know, and like I said, if you're not giving a gift during Christmas time, I completely understand. You know, some people are really, really dedicated and they throw all of their cash at their debt at once, and that's works for some people, but unfortunately for us, it just didn't work. But if you haven't started saving for Christmas, you have to start with your very next paycheck. You've got to create those sinking funds, guys, okay? Because let me tell you something. Sinking funds save financial lives, okay? They will save your financial life. They save you from having to get into emergency fund, dig into your emergency fund. They save you from having to get into debt. It's almost like your own personal insurance policy with cash, okay? Cash flow. Hashtag down below if you agree with me. Hashtag sinking funds save financial lives, okay? Because they do. They do. And if you don't have any sinking funds, you need to set some up for next year. Again, I will go into detail later on throughout the year when I discuss, you know, preparing yourself financially for the next year. Right now, Q4, which is the last 3 months of the year, that's when you've got to get serious about your plans, get serious about your goals, and get serious about putting those plans in action, okay? Now is the time. Even with the holidays and everything going on, right now is the most important time of the year financially, these last 3 months. It's important that you stay on your plan because of all the distractions, and it's important that you prepare yourself for the next financial year. That's what major corporations do, okay? That's what I do for a living. I help companies prepare themselves financially. I help forecast, I help budget, all of that. I do that for a living. So it's important. I'm telling you right now, it's so important to prepare yourself for the next financial year right now. Another thing with preparing financially, I mentioned something in my Christmas in July video, preparing for Christmas, that I like to recycle toys. And I think someone commented and said, I like that you say recycle toys instead of regifting toys. But in my mind, you know, recycling toys and regifting toys are two different things. Regifting to me is when you receive a gift and then you give it to someone else. Recycling is when you receive a gift and then you get that same gift again. Okay, and you don't even know. And that's what I do to my children, okay? They're young. They're only, Ava's 2, Zara's 5. They cannot remember everything they got last Christmas. And what I do, because I'm so blessed to have great parents and in-laws and sisters and brothers and stuff that really bless my children with a lot of stuff for Christmas time. Even though every year my husband and I tell our parents, please limit the gifts. We don't want that many gifts. It's okay. Just really limit. You guys don't have to spend your money like that on the girls. They don't listen to us and do it every year. So what I do is I actually hold back about 1/3 of those gifts, okay, each Christmas. I put them away, and then the next Christmas, I rewrap those same gifts and give it to them, and they're shocked. They're like, oh, Mommy, I'm so excited. I give it to them, and that helps my husband and I save a little bit with getting them stuff. Now, yes, my husband and I do buy them new stuff every year, okay, but we don't buy as much because Santa, you know, brings some more gifts in celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. So I definitely recycle gifts, and if your kids are younger, around the same age as my kids, you can definitely get away with doing it. Now, I know a lot of you guys have older children and that just will not fly. I understand. But if you do have younger kids, try recycling toys. It really works. Another thing that you need to do is you need to have a conversation with your spouse, an honest conversation with your spouse and with yourself about how much money you can actually spend for Christmas, so that you guys are on the same page. I'm sure if you've been saving for Christmas this entire year, you kind of pretty much know what you could spend. But if you haven't, you've got to sit down and create a plan and figure out exactly how much you could spend, because you don't want to go into Christmas blindly and just buy this for this person and this for this person and this for this person, and then at the, like in January, you get, you know, you're trying to reconcile your account and you're like, what the heck happened? Well, you overspent and you don't have a plan. Okay, you've got to have a budget for each person, and it doesn't even have to be an equal budget. I mean, you know, everybody's different. You may have to spend a little bit more on this person to get them something that you really want to get them, and maybe a little less on this person. That's okay. You know, I don't think that, you know, you have to have set the same amount for each person, because everybody's different, right? But what you do need to have is one total budget in total for spending money at Christmas. Now, when it comes to using cash envelopes for Christmas time, I understand that fully. And what I would recommend people do is, once you have the cash and you save it, you take a little bit of cash out each month, you know, because, you know, you can be out shopping for something else and see something for someone for Christmas time. And it's always important to have a little cash with you if you only use cash when you're trying to get out of debt. Now, my husband and I don't do that. We actually do use credit cards, and I use credit cards to get the points to use for traveling with our family and stuff and activities for the kids. You've got to know how to do that responsibly, because you have to have a healthy you have to have a healthy relationship with money in order to do that. Like, I pay my credit card in full at the end of every 2 weeks, pay it off in full, okay? Because I know it's like cash to me. I know how much we could spend on that and how much we can't. If you do use cash, which I recommend, if you don't have that healthy relationship with money, I recommend you use cash, because it's easy to just bust the budget wide open when it comes to using the card, whether it be debit card or credit card. So if you need help, I do offer money coaching services. You can click the link down below. I do offer money coaching services for people who need help or feel lost or overwhelmed with all this information. I totally understand. If you need help navigating your way through, I definitely can help you with that. The link for that is down below. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. In these next couple of weeks, I'll be talking about a whole bunch of things, including preparing yourself for Thanksgiving, and just preparing yourself for the rest of this year when it comes to the holiday season. I have several videos coming up about that. But that's it, guys. Leave a comment down below and let me know, how do you prepare to have a debt-free Christmas? I would love for you to share down below. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, click that button down below, and you can also check out my previous videos here. You can also check me out on all my social media platforms, all listed down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.